There we go. Okay, so let me make sure that everything else is working here. I swear I do more testing of like my audio with the beginning of each stream than I do actually streaming, and I need to fix that at some point. Hold on, let me adjust the sensitivity here because I gotta be louder than the music. There we go. There we go. Might be a bit too loud. We're about to find out soon because I gotta move this microphone over so I can be where the camera's at, because that's a thing. Hi, Max. How's it go? Hello, mother fluffers. Oh, shit, it's Pixel. What's up? What's good? Oh, man. But yeah, we're going to do a nice, simple, calm, cool, collected. I say collected, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to spend the majority of my time screaming my butt off about what I'm going to be constructing. Let me just... There we go. That's more like it. Have the fan rotating, and let's get the... There we go. I love that the camera comes with its own light. So, couple things before I suffer. Been working in the background on Varu. As you can tell, I've made a couple of changes, primarily with the butt backpack, but also with the head and the shoulders. Shoulders aren't so high up, they're actually kind of rounded down, and I've changed the head on this one slightly so that it's a little bit more original, because I was just using too many of the base parts to put it together. So it was a little... I felt like I was being cheap with construction of it, and if I was going to make this like a proper like original of mine, then I needed to make some changes. So I took some parts and put them together. I'll tell you all about the construction of that another time. Just know that this is being worked on in the background so that I can eventually use Varu. And also, I got my hands on some lighting for some photos, so the green screen behind this camera can finally get used. We'll see about some photos that I can take in the future. Fingers crossed. We're going to put Varu off to the side because I'm going to need some space on the desk, because as you can tell, I'm going to hell. I am going straight to hell. I'm about to commit personal crimes. I got my parts separator for when I fuck up, got my knife, panel liner, some tweezers, a file, and my nippers, of course. And as you can plainly see, there it is, the main event. The RX-78-2 Gundam, the perfect grade unleashed. 65 blinking motherfucking pages of bullshit. 65 instruction pages, I should say. We got like some other pages that talk about like some opening panels and metallic stickers, the posability on this bad boy, the engineering that goes into it. It comes with a little core fighter, all the places where I'm supposed to put all the different decals on here. And yeah, this is going to be a beast. And what a beast of a price. Christ. If you guys ever get your hands on this kit, I implore you, don't ever go to a convention. Don't do what I did. I did it because I was desperate. Don't do what I did and buy this motherfucker for an inflated price like I did. If you can, buy it original. Buy it from a store that actually sells this motherfucker. $400. I paid $400 for this thing. It's meant to be only $2.95. I paid $100 more than I should have. But alas, here we are. Oh, goodness. I don't know if this is going to get all in the camera. I'm going to look, but this is what I got to work with. Yeah, I'm not going to get all that in the camera. Christ above. There are so many pieces here. And all in baggies. I did not think this through. I just kind of got up and said, let's do this. And I did. Let me get this light on. There we go. Because we're going to need all the lighting that I can get at this point. Let's see what we got here. Screams build character. True. Well, have fun, Vince. I thought we were already in hell. It wasn't here before. Dang. He create. He builds. Get the whole sun. Yep. Yep. I'm in for some hell. It looks like we're gonna have to get into some Reese's Puffs type mood. Crack this book open. It, of course, talks about the development of the quote-unquote ultimate gunpla, and that's what this basically is. Dear God, I'm going to preserve this manual here because, good God, this is quality. And this is what I can expect to do, as you can plainly see. I have to go from Phase 1, which is purely just the joints, to Phase 2, which is the joints being covered up by the pieces that would make up, at least from the mechanical standpoint, the inner workings of the Gundam. Phase 3, get my hands on the framing that would be the parts that hold the armor and the inner workings together, armor it up, and then test out every opening panel and hatch that this thing comes with. 5 motherfucking phases. The thing is, the instructions don't mention anything about building it in the 5 phases. But it does tell me plenty about its light-up feature. I believe this comes with an LED with different colors, so I can always do that for the heating vents in the eyes and the beam saber, oddly enough. So, looking forward to that. No light-up feature for the beam rifle, though. 0 out of 10. I'm splitting hairs at this point. It doesn't even really matter. But the part that I like about this is that it comes with a core block. It appears that the core block is separate to the core fighter. So, in theory, we can display the core fighter with this particular kit. So I'm looking forward to that. And I get to talk a little bit about some nerd stuff. Oh, dear. All these pieces. All these motherfucking pieces. Christ above. Thing is, it's not even that bad. It's truly not even that bad. I'm personally blowing this out of proportion. This is actually not too bad. It even tells me what parts I'm going to need for each of the individual phases as I move along. It's just that there is a lot to work with, and the size is bigger than what I would expect. But it does tell me plainly and simply what I'm going to be working with. Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs. There you go. Thank you, Nicole. I appreciate that. I'm going to need all the Reese's Puffs I can stand. This is basically reminding me of Legendary Action in Pieces phases. More or less. More or less. So I have to be super careful when I'm working on this. It's basically warning me of what to expect, what I can clip, what I cannot clip, what I should feasibly be doing when putting this together, and informing me of where I move from there. It's plainly illustrated, it shouldn't be difficult, but I am also a moron, so keep that in mind. I now have to dig for the pieces. They're all still in their bags. They're all still in their fucking bags. And there's so many of them. This is supposed to go on the shield. There's so much here. God. I signed up for this. I know I signed up for this. But I'm in misery and pain. Like, you gotta remember, I have only ever built, like, maybe a few master grades, some Zoids, and high grades. The Zoids could arguably be more difficult than the master grades because of all the part counts. And I'm just leaping from skill checkpoint to skill checkpoint, thinking, this isn't so bad, I can handle this. I can tell you all with certainty. That is the biggest bold-faced lie. I am lying to myself. For no other reason than because I just really, really wanted to build this. Ugh. Am I finding what I'm looking for yet? I can't tell anymore. What year is it? Where am I? Christ. Where is it, actually? I'm actually getting a little annoyed here that I can't find the pieces I'm looking for. Oh, there are polycaps. How about that? Come on. Did I find it yet? I feel like I've been here forever because I still can't find this, which is on MSF2. Okay. I can tell you right now, out of all the letters of the alphabet, I haven't run into that one yet, which is a little concerning because I'd really hate to find out now that pieces of this motherfucker is missing, which it shouldn't be for what I paid for on this thing. So chat, while I dig my way into an early grave trying to find the pieces I'm looking for, what have y'all been up to? What have you all been doing this fine, beautiful day? This glorious, glorious day. Well, I found the LED and I found the other parts that I was looking for. I'll put this off to the side for now so I don't lose them. Let's see. This is going to take forever and an age. How? On God's green earth. I have now gone through most of this box and have still not found what I'm looking for. Motherfucking how? No, for real. I'm not even joking anymore. I can't find the pieces that I'm looking for. Oh, thank Christ. I found them finally. Okay. I don't have to start panicking anymore. We found it. It took 1,000,000 years, but we're here. And of course, in due fashion, we pull it out. Okay, this is interesting. Or at least to me it is. Let's see. I am in misery. Let's see. Now the talk of Reese's Puff is making me hungry. You joining us for the Snap Cube until dawn time in a bit, given my audio for screen share is all good now. Lol. Nicole, what time is it? I'm streaming a model kit. It ain't happening. Like, if I'm streaming right now, how am I going to be over there? Oh my god. So much fluff and plastic. Oh, Lottie, all the labels. Who'd have to find? Oh, you'd have to find. Yep. I'm good. Had a chill stream, taking a break to wait on pizza delivery. Find that needle in the Gundam stack, and we will cure you, Emmy. Oh, okay. Well, I hope Emmy's all right. But yeah, no, like, yeah, a lot of stuff's happening today. Oh God, these are not the pieces I'm looking for. I don't think. No, we're looking for MSF2, which means it's this one here. And we're starting with, of course, number 1. Okay. Stop waving that knife around, Vincent. You are going to hurt yourself again. Okay, so fairly simple. Snip. And snip. Carefully. There we go. What I like is this is actually like 2 different pieces of plastic that have been molded together. Like, I'm doing my best to basically explain to you. The tech that's used here is similar tech to what's used with the earlier real grades, which if you've ever built a real grade kit, which at this point with this audience I don't think any of you guys have built a real grade kit yet. Someday though, I would like to hear about it. But the earlier real grades had a pre-built inner frame that you had to create. The basic premise being that these were built, the joints, the MS joints. And all you had to do was snip them out, stretch them so that they could, go into place. Oh, I fear. Oh, I fear. Oof. Oof. Please, don't give me resistance. Oh. I don't want to break you, come on. Ah. Damn. Christ above. Okay. And this piece, oh, I don't want to force that if I don't have to, but my God, that is such a tight joint. I wish the MS joints were this tight on a real grade, because if they were, actually no, if they were, they would probably break in hindsight. Okay. Now I have to twist this segment this way and this segment this way. Okay. Believe it or not, this is more or less part of the leg. I'm okay, just tired of being sick. You know what? We can all relate to that. We can all definitely relate to that. Tired of being sick. I'm tired of being in this pandemic, dude. I'm tired. Like, I am actually sick and tired to death of it. Not for, the wrong reasons. I'm not going to get into, a debate with anybody on what they personally believe in versus what they don't believe in. I'm just sick and tired of being stuck in a goddamn pandemic. I just want to live life, man. Now I apparently have to find the letter D if I'm reading all of this correctly. And C. Fuck. Oh, God. Please tell me it'll be easy to find. Because the idea of going back and forth between these pieces is causing me serious emotional damage. Oh, no. Okay, I think I found it. Maybe. Possibly. No, that's letter F. We're not here for F. We're not paying respects yet. We're looking for the letter D. This is the letter B. This is the letter A. How difficult is this? I know we go, up to Z in this motherfucker. But Christ. Another letter C panel. Okay. How about you? Are you D? That's literally the letter R. No. We are, so far off track that I feel... Okay, I think I found it. Okay, cool. I found the letter D. And to think, we have to do this twice. Do I? Yes, I do. We have to do this twice. Obviously. This is the leg. Alright. I see hands. Woo. Yes. I'm just happy it's just the flu. Thank God. Still sucks, but it's better. Thank goodness it's just the flu, to be honest. Bag opening ASMR, anyone? And you got this, Vince. Yep. A lot of parts that are going into this. I can already taste pain. And Shnun listening to me lose my mind ever so slowly is probably not doing me any type of favors whatsoever. So let's snip. Oh, be careful. The thing is that these parts are actually very big and very detailed, which is kind of it's a bit of a contrast for me. I'm so used to working with smaller pieces between the master grade and the high grade that working on this is honestly blowing my mind right now. Okay, so if memory serves, no, maybe, possibly. Okay, okay, I got this. I got this. So this should be first, and it frictions into place. Come on. You have to get around that joint there. Okay. Now we move this here. Oh Christ. Come on. Come on. Line up. Side note, while I'm working on this, I've been revisiting old anime again. Yes, I know. I seem to do this quite often. Before, I was revisiting stuff like, oh god, what was it? I was revisiting like Dragon Ball and stuff like that. Man, I have a weird mixed relationship with that series now. But oh Christ, that snap. Kind of worth it though. Kind of worth it though. So yesterday, or not yesterday, but about a couple weeks back now that I think about it. So a couple weeks back, I started rewatching Attack on Titan. And in my head, I thought, okay, this isn't going to be a bad thing. I'm going to enjoy it, and I'm going to be happy. I have been on an emotional roller coaster for the better part of a couple weeks now. Because I'm watching Kaguya-sama, and I'm watching this. First, I was watching wholesome rom-com. And now, I've gone to the pit of shame, the depths of hell, if you will, where I'm just watching people die left and right for a cause that they very clearly believe in, and all I can think is, dear Christ, I don't think I would even know what to do in the situation that they are in, because the situation that they're in is awful. Just awful. Oh god, I need these pieces, and I need other pieces, so I can't throw this bag away yet. Also, I don't know if this shield is any sense of scale to you guys, but here. This is a high-grade RX-78-2 Gundam. Built him on stream. You all know what he looks like. You know what he's about. You see his shield, and you see this shield. This guy is as big as the shield. The perfect grade could feasibly wield the high grade. The high grade is 1/144th scale, meaning that it takes 144 of these little guys here to make up a whole Gundam. This is 1/60th scale. This is going to be nuts for me, specifically. Like, I don't think I am mentally prepared for the amount of bullshit that I'm going to have to go through. And there's still going to be so many steps to go. Okay. Since this is a red piece, I need to double check to see if I have to do any kind of care to this. Okay, a little bit of scratching away there so that we don't have an annoying nub mark. Alright. Because we want this to look good. I paid 400 goddamn dollars for this. I want it to look as close to pristine as humanly possible. But yeah, I decided to watch Attack on Titan. And I'm doing what I normally do, where I just watch the series and enjoy it. But as I do, I ask Shnun questions, because she's watching it with me. I ask Shnun questions, I learn a little bit about the lore that's going on, and Christ above, I have never felt more and more confused. Ugh. Let me guess. You got up to season 4? Actually, no. I've only finished the first season. It's taken us a while because we only average about 2 or 3 episodes a day when we do sit down for it. Shnun's going to be out of the country for a good while, so I don't even know if we'll get to season 2 by the time we're able to do this. And since we got to worry about streaming, it only slows it down a little bit more. So I take my anime at a very slow pace, I don't binge, and I'm waiting until she's around to watch it with me so that I freak out, me, and then she sits there with a smug face laughing at me. Okay, let me see if I can find the piston pieces that this thing is asking me to find. Apparently it's in silver, so that's at least comforting, because I can find that. At least I would like to hope. But that's the letter V, and that's supposed to be copper. Come on. Come on, you big bitch. Where are you? W. Okay, so W is apparently the same place as the hands, which is only part of the hands. It's so shiny, the light's reflecting it, and it's actually giving me a migraine having to look at it. So bear with me if I go a bit slow, or if I try to speed through this particular process along, because there's just so much there. If that isn't true friendship, I don't know what is. I see. Well, all I'm going to say is that you go on, your questions will most likely be answered, and the small little warning, it only gets heavier from here. How does it get more heavy? We literally finished it. I think we've watched like maybe a couple of minutes of Season 2, Episode 1, and I found it so strange that the priest for the weird like wall cult knew what that thing in the wall was and was pretty much telling everybody, don't let sunlight hit it. And I was thinking, why does he know? Why does he specifically know? I don't understand. And I still don't understand, truthfully. But I think I'm not meant to understand, at least not yet. But it definitely does imply that there was more going on to the story than just, you know, the last of humanity is hiding behind walls. And I'm kind of looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to learning about that as I progress through the series. Because, hot damn, I do dig it. I do like the series so far. I thought I was going to hate it because I admittedly, having watched the first season way back and not knowing much about it, I was super confused by the series as a whole when I was first introduced, because I thought, okay, this is a bit weird, but I also understand what this series is trying to go for too. Alright, scratch that down. Okay, we got a piston, which hopefully I will get to see move when I start moving some pieces around. So we're back to D, and I believe this is the D that I cut it from. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure. Double check myself. This is not. This is a different D. So we're going to put you to the side for now, and we're going to use this one. We're trying to reduce wastage of runners here. D8 and D5. Okay. So that's this one here. I will say that I am enjoying the series as a whole because I'm digging the music. I'm digging the tension, the storytelling. I was a little thrown off when I saw Aaron just kind of get swallowed out of nowhere. I'll fully admit, but like in a good way, I guess, because it kept me on my toes until they continued it. Because I was beginning to think that I was going to need my fucking double seeing glasses. So there's that, but it was actually good. I actually fairly enjoyed it. And I'm looking forward to going through the second season and learning more about it and the idea. Like, I think the part that is the biggest reason why I think that I just fell out of love with Attack on Titan, now that I'm thinking back on it proper, was because of this huge gap in development, where it's like, okay, cool. The series is going on, that's great. The first season is finished, cool. And then we didn't get anything for 4 goddamn years. 4 years is a long time for anime, considering how seasonal anime can be. So I was a little upset, a little perturbed, because it's like, so I'm wasting my time. The series ended with this one. That's it. Because there are so many anime out there that are from a manga that's been spanning for much longer, and you either get a fake written ending, a la the first Full Metal Alchemist, or you get a case of read the manga if you want to see how this concludes type writing. And it's so annoying. I don't like that. And I thought it was going to be one of those cases where that's exactly what's going to happen. But thankfully, despite the 4-year wait, turned out there was more coming, and I was happier for it, because Christ above, I didn't want to scream. That, and I will fully admit, Levi? Levi is just, I won't lie. I kind of thought for a solid minute, maybe I should be the one being kicked instead of Aaron. Just putting that out there. Just, it's an option. It's an option. Just putting it out there. Don't have to take it seriously. I guess. I don't have problems. I don't know what you're talking about. What do you even mean? Gonna look at the chat here in a solid minute. Whoop. Clip that. There we go. And now I need to find the letter V. I really am going to be jumping between parts. Christ. Okay, let's see what the chat's saying here. We're seeing a lot of people greeting each other. Yo, what's up? What's up? What's good? Coleslaw. The kitsune arrives. What I miss? I mean, Kells. Max high weight. Okay. Honestly, I'm glad I started getting into the anime a few months before Season 4 aired. I haven't had coleslaw before, actually. Not a joke. Oh, shoot. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, I've never had it either. Well, no, I've had it. I'm just not a fan. Oh, God, Vince, no. Donate to Vincent's GoFundMe so he can kick by Anime Man. And if you do want a break from all the blood and violence, they do have this cute little spin-off called Attack on Titan Junior High. You can check out. It's basically a comedic high school parody of the OG show. I will consider that. I will think about that. Hello, Olivia. I'm doing all right. Obviously, I'm building a Gundam. So to answer that question of how am I doing, you are very clearly seeing it. If I can just find the letter V, wherever that may be. Oh, curse you. Oh, wait, did I just find it? Oh, I did. Hey! Oh, it's a mixture. Oh, that's so cool, though. Oh, and I just noticed a little detail here. I don't know if I'll be able to catch it on camera, but I'm going to find out. Because I like this detail. I didn't even think about this. I should have organized this better. But, like, so... Okay, let me see if I can pull it out. Okay, this is cool. So, if I'm looking at this correctly, they actually have sections of these organized by how you're constructing it. So there's these symbols here. I don't know if I'm catching it on the camera, but there are these symbols that tell you what these parts are for. So, for example, this here, this is for the chest area. This is for the legs and arms. These appear to be for the beam rifle. That's actually really clever engineering, and I dig it. We're on legs, though, so I need parts for legs. And it says here I need V14. V14 is right here. So these two pieces. That kind of makes it so much easier. I kind of wish I just unboxed it and organized it, because this would save so much time if I had done that in the beginning. I might do it off stream so that way we can speed through this without having to listen to me crinkle through bags trying to find the parts that I'm looking for. But by the same token, I just appreciate that whoever thought of this design was very, very intelligent about this approach. So I'm kind of happy about this. I'm not going to lie. Now I just need to slide these pieces together as it is instructed. I think I got it. It's a little painful, but I think I got it. See, I think these are about the only small pieces that I have some cause for concern about, because Christ above, they are small, but they're going to look really good with everything. And it's doing a very good job of taking notice of, like, hiding nub marks. Like, I'll explain that in a minute, but, like, I've been cutting this, just straight cutting it. I'm not, like, doing anything overtly special except in very specific cases. But this does a very good job of covering up any and all nub marks that would be on the piece by the way that it's layered. Like, I think we just finished the kneecaps, so in theory, if I were to... Oh. Ah! Okay, let me try that again. If I were to bend this, we get some piston action, but what I want to see bend is that, and... Ooh, I am actually very concerned. I feel like I should have been stretching some of these parts in advance, and knowing that they aren't moving is giving me very much pause for concern. Oh dear, please, please, please. Okay, okay, we're stretching. Nothing is breaking. Okay. Obviously, I'm going to have to take very special care with this kit. So, we're going to do this. And then we're going to slide that back over here. There we go. Whew. Alright, now, how can we get this part to bend? Because it's very clear that this is supposed to bend. Somehow, this is supposed to bend. And the idea that it's not is very concerning to me. Because I don't want to break this. I really don't. And my Bloodfang just cheered with 100 bits. Oh, thank you. Much appreciated. I recommend the sub. The dub is to me. Wait, which one? I missed on what we were talking about here. Let's see. I was laughing at the Max. That was good. Anya is my daughter. Man, I gotta say that one. I gotta see that one soon. Wait, are you talking about Spy X Family? I've been watching Spy X Family, and it's so wholesome. 100% recommend. You know what? I'll give it a chance then, because I have been tempted. Because I do love the character design. Plus, I want to see what has Twitter in a tizzy on that particular day. Because to me, there's just something so hilarious about watching Twitter have a meltdown over an anime. Especially if the anime turns out that it's, you know, actually okay and not, like, bad. So, there's that to consider. I'm a monster. I know it. Wait, do I have this backwards? I shouldn't. No, I don't. So, why? Why is this hard to bend? Do I have to take this apart and, like, play with it? Oh dear, why? Actually, you know what? No, before I do anything, I need to mess with this a little bit because I refuse to let this break on me. So we're going to move this piston out of the way, and I'm going to try to bend this motherfucking knee. Exerting pressure is proving... Oh, I can see remnants of a stretch mark. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's almost there. I see you moving. I literally see you moving. We've made progress for this piston. We've justified the existence of this piston. So it means that you need to keep moving. You need to keep moving. You need to keep... I think we did it. Okay, that is a good bend. That is a very good bend. That is a very, very good bend. Now we're going to slide you back into place. Okay. Okay. At least now I know it bends. but it's definitely going to be better once I actually put the parts on it. So I'm not going to mess with that anymore, but that's a leg. That is a fucking leg. Christ above. Let's see how the chat's going here. But yeah, thank you for the 100 bits. Let's see. Just waking up a little more before switching to my laptop. But yes, Spike's Family is good. Recommend the sub. I'll give it a watch. I'll probably watch the dub, though, because as much as I enjoy anime for watching, sometimes it's also just good to listen to it, which is why I try to find the dub. Let's see. Stretch those muscles. Spike's Family is updating every Friday on Hulu, where I watch it. I wish I had waited because I am caught up and I want to feel the joy of watching it fresh again. Oh, you know what? That's a fair point. If it's on Hulu, that's how I'm watching Attack on Titan. So you know what? I'll keep an eye on that. If I can watch it on Hulu, then hell yeah. I'll be happy with that. Let's put you away for now. All right. Please tell me we're almost done with this leg. We're not. Of course we're not. Look at all that shit we got to do. We are not even close. Okay, 6 is on that side, 7 is on this side. Okay. I can remember that. Snip. Got to make sure I snip it on camera. I want to make sure that everything is caught on camera for this one, because this is kind of exciting, at least to me, because this will be the first ever perfect grade that I ever put together, and I'm nervous about that, and rightfully so, because I don't want anything to break. I want everything to work perfectly when I put it together. I also have another kit that I just added to the backlog, so I'll be showing that off once this kit is complete. But yeah, there's a lot going on right now. I'm almost becoming exclusively a model kit channel, which I don't want to be. So fingers crossed when I finally get Varu completed, though I will have to ask you guys for an opinion on which head do you think looked better on Varu. Because one head I constructed and crafted, and the other one I just only added ears. But, like, I just want, like, personal opinions before I actually make the change. That, and I actually do like the new head that I crafted, and I'm starting to regret taking photos of Varu before updating the head. So, there's also that to consider. But now that I have the new lighting setup that I have for my desk, hopefully I can take some really good quality pictures and be able to share Varu proper. So we'll have like good clear photos. The only problem I have is just that the facial piece is green. And because that facial piece is green, it also means that the green screen will be affecting how that piece operates. And I am obviously not a fan of that. So yeah, I'm not going to be happy about that. I'll have to be very careful about how I use the green screen with Varu and figure out lighting accordingly so that I can take the photo proper. Pull that like that, and that should squeeze together. Okay, it's coming together nicely there. D3 and D2, so that's up here. Yes, I'm looking at it correctly. My leg! To be fair, it looked like one... What did? I thought the leg was a gun. No, not a gun. Definitely not a gun. Although I will, before I ship... one of the things we did is when we went to the convention, Wolf got himself an airsoft gun. And as cool as it looks, I kind of want to give it a paint job to make it look a little bit more realistic. And I do have gunmetal as a actual paint. The only problem I have is, you know, delaying the shipping, because we do need to get it to him a little faster, because that is his. And it's a toy. It's very obviously a toy. It's made of plastic. It's all black minus the barrel. The barrel has the orange tip so that you know it is a toy. But, like, you know, shipping. Okay, we're starting to make it look more and more like a leg. That's at least good. But damn, this leg is actually kind of huge. I'm actually going to be remiss on where I'm going to put this guy. I'm actually going to have a very difficult time figuring out where I'm going to put him. Let's see. Letter C for these next two pieces, and then we'll be finally finished with this page. Okay, that is the letter Q. That is like so far removed from what we're looking for that it's honestly embarrassing. We are gonna slip past that as well. Come on, letter C. Where is letter C? That is letter V, U, and E. Those, no. I don't want to throw them. Don't throw them. Letter F. Letter F. Okay. That's the letter T. S. Letter T again. Letter L. There's like two different tones of color here, and I'm kind of appreciative of that. There we go. Letter C. C3. Okay, cool. Yeah. There we go. Come on now. There we are. The hard part's going to be being careful with this. Okay, C3, 18, and 13. This is C2. This is C3. I am confusion. Why are there two? You know what? Not going to question it. We're not going to question that right now. I just know that I need to cut this. And I need to cut this. And we need to snip that. And then we're cutting this over here. There we go. And then I've already cut this piece, right? I did not. Okay, so we're almost finished on these two pieces, and then I can turn the page. See, already like closing to like streaming for what? How long have I been streaming? It couldn't be that long. It couldn't have been that long. It shouldn't be that long. I'd be very remiss if that were the case. Okay. Oh, so it goes like this. Okay. Snaps in. And then it goes like this over here. Interesting joint mechanic. I'm very curious about how this is going to all play together once it's all put together. But we're almost done with leg. Hopefully. Maybe. I just have to turn the page, and I see I already have a problem. This is way more pieces than a master grade. At least on like the simpler master grades, they could fit on my shelf. With certain high grades, they could fit on my shelf. This, I have to keep in the box and do my damnedest. Okay. What is this, Wheel of Fortune? No, Y Station. This is a perfect grade. This is going to be a very large lad. Okay, so let me slide you to the side because apparently we're finishing this stupid wire. We're going to finish this runner and throw it away. As it very clearly states, all the parts on D runner have been removed. That's actually very nice that it lets me know. It keeps me informed, and I appreciate that. Because it'll make this building process hopefully easy. And this is going to be a kit that I only do on stream, so keep that in mind. I won't be doing any kind of progress like I did with Project Archon, where I did it in the background. Which, by the way, if you guys haven't seen some of the photos I've taken, I definitely want some feedback on that. So, like, I noticed that when I was putting it together, the shoulders looked a bit high, and a lot of that had to do with the simple fact that the Lupus, the original Iron-Blooded Orphans frame, was designed specifically for arms and other pieces to go a bit lower so that they could be maneuvered. So I'm trying to figure out if I should move those ball joints by cutting them and then super gluing them into place in a new spot, or if maybe I should like just abandon those arms and go for something else. I'm not entirely sure since those arms are really quite nice looking. We're still not even at the foot yet. Dear God. But we're adding some roundness to it. We're getting some definition here, and it's starting to look really good. Just the leg. It's so big! Christ! I didn't get a sense of this thing's scale at all. C3. So we're coming back to here. C3, 17, and 16. Okay. If I just turn it like this. There we are. There we are. We snip that up. Come on now. And I'm just going to stream until it's time for Shnun to stream. If not, I'm going to stream until like a few minutes after she started, so that way we can raid her good and proper, because she is streaming tonight. So looking forward to that. Okay. So according to this, this goes like, hello. Oh, this thing fell off with it. We just snip that off. Perfect. Now, is this universal, or is there the larger hole? Okay, so it goes like this. It goes like that, and it... it's tight. Can I get it all the way in? Yep, I can. Ow, pain. Okay. Alright, we got that. Next is... C3PO. Human-cyborg relations, my man. It's about almost an hour. Almost an hour, and you mean to tell me that after almost an hour, I have only managed to maybe get the leg? We are in for a ride, ladies and gentlemen. I might be at this for a good bit. And again, I refuse to work on this kit unless I'm streaming, so the only time you'll see me working on this will be whenever I do stream. And will there be times when I take breaks? Well, of course. Eventually, I'm going to have to stop doing this and actually play some video games. So there's that to consider. Plus, there's also going to be some voice acting getting done. As you guys know, Mew Mewtwo is going to be something that we're going to be doing. D&D tomorrow, so looking forward to that. As long as everything goes well. The minute that I hear someone call out sick, I will be a little bit upsetty spaghetti. Oh, man. What is that noise that's going on? Christ above. Just Discord notifications going off in the background. I was wondering why my phone was vibrating. It's like, why? Why? Don't do this to me. Not while I'm on stream. Okay. So this goes like this, I think, if I'm looking at that correctly. It seems. I'll know when it slides in. Okay. It looks like it's going in well. Minus this very cramped section here, but... oh, that would be the reason why. Because I tried to put that a little bit lower than expected. Alright, and then this piece should just... let me rephrase. This piece should just snap into place. And now apparently there's two more pieces plus what appears to be a toe. I think that's a toe, because if we're working on the foot, I would imagine that's a toe piece. Except I don't actually see it on here, which is mildly concerning, actually. Oh, maybe that's the reason why? Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Nope, we're good. We're still good. I just don't see number 24 anywhere. Oh, wait, nope. I am blind. I am blind and very stupid. So I have to cut this piece out. There we go. And then I have to cut 24 and 23, which are these two pieces right here. There we are. Or at least I'd like to say here we are. Well, you got good luck coming your way. I just found a heart-shaped potato that's gonna be cooked with dinner. Ah, sweet! Potato. You know, I haven't thought about dinner tonight. I did have a tuna fish sandwich, though, earlier for lunch before we started watching Attack on Titan. So, you know what? I might have another sandwich. I'm not sure if it's going to be another tuna sandwich or if I'm going to just see what I can order off of Uber Eats. It all depends on what Shnun wants, actually, because I try to be very considerate. If I'm going to order a meal for myself, then I also order a meal for her. Why? Well, at that point, it's just good manners. I know she tells me that I can fuck off with those good manners, but you know what? I'm good. I appreciate it. Let's see if I can't line this up. Ooh, I almost skipped that step entirely. And that's not bueno, because I'm not sure if I'm in the right direction with this. I don't think I am. I'm not. Okay. Take a step back, Vincent. There we go. That makes more sense. Okay. I think I'm getting it now. And this piece is supposed to... I need to pay better attention. Okay. This piece goes in like that, I think. It doesn't do the best job. Well, no, it's explaining it correctly. I'm just also getting a severe case of butterfingers. Thank God I'm not, like, on a ladder right now, or I'd be screaming. Okay. This looks about correct. It slots into place just fine. And then this snaps. Oh, it snaps. There we go. Ah, c'est magnifique. There we are. Beautiful. Okay. And I think that slides down. There we go, I think. What an unusual pivot. I think it'll make more sense once the rest of the pieces come together, but right now I'm just kind of left here in awe, wondering what the fuck am I doing? Okay. Okay. Next I have to work on the rest of this, and then I will eventually throw that section away. Except I can't because it's still connected. Okay. We snip and snip. We're making good on time, though. Oh, man. So much going on this month. More D&D, more Mew and Mewtwo. Jurassic World Dominion is just around the corner, and I'm excited. Or, I shouldn't say that I'm excited, but despite the fact that I know I should learn to curb my enthusiasm, I'm ultimately hopeful. Yeah, Fallen Kingdom kind of left a sour taste in my mouth, but it's not bad. I give it a lot of shit, and a lot of that shit is rightfully deserved, but honestly, Fallen Kingdom isn't so bad. There are certainly far worse movies in existence than Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. There we go. So, when I get into Dominion, I'm not going to worry too much about Fallen Kingdom, even if it is directly tied, but I am looking forward to the series as a whole, and it gives me an excuse also to eventually go back and play a little bit more Chaos Theory with Jurassic World, there we go, Jurassic World Evolution 2, because I need to get back into that game and actually build a park proper there. I've abandoned that poor park, for Christ's sake. Oh, there we go. I think... come on. Slide. Damn! That is a tight-ass joint. Can it move? Can it still pivot? Oh, yes it can. Oh, yes it can. And it has multiple points of articulation for just a leg. I have the articulation directly here, and then there's some more at the foot as well where it seems to rotate, so I can imagine I can get quite a lot off of this leg when I start posing this motherfucker. But we're not at the posing section, obviously. But this is a very nice looking leg. And the painted plastic pieces give it the illusion of metal parts. So we can finally... Can we get that? Oh, yes. Look at that. Got some nice multiple pieces separating. The pistons move and reveal themselves. We got wonderful articulation at the foot, and probably even better, we even have what appears to be, if I'm looking at this correctly, a toe bend. So already looking very nice, and we haven't even slapped the armor on. God, what a leg. And now we move the leg back in place. This is actually so difficult to pose, but it also gives me hope that when I pose this guy, he's going to hold it. He's probably going to be solid as a rock, which, going back to what I was saying earlier about real grades Gundams had a bit of a weird habit with their MS joints, which were those pre-molded limbs that we saw earlier that we put all these armor pieces on. Those were incredibly loose even out of the box. Like, they're solid at first, don't get me wrong. They actually looked fairly decent. The problem was that they lost their solidity over time to the point where they started falling apart. Armor pieces just launched themselves off when you tried to pose. Trying to hold a pose after you put it in one was borderline impossible. And I'm just going to put this for scale. Hold on. I want you to look at that. That is just the leg. This is a high grade. 1/60th scale, 1/144th. This is going to be a certified big boy, and I look forward to him. Sorry, I know I should be focused on the build, but I can't help it. I'm geeking out just on the construction. Honestly, I'm worried how much work is needed for an actual Gundam if this is just for a kit. In fairness, yeah. Flex thy leg, det bend. Holy fuck. That's what I'm saying. I am so happy about this. You guys do not understand how thrilled I am building this. But again, if you ever decide to get your hands on a perfect grade Unleashed RX 78-2 Gundam, I highly suggest and highly recommend, please, 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 buy it first party. That is to say, like, either get it from a reputable source like USA Gundam Store or newtype.us. The other option also being Big Bad Toy Store, as Big Bad Toy Store currently has this kit available for pre-order. So if you want to be able to get it, you can, but bear in mind that just because the pre-order is there doesn't necessarily mean that you'll get it right away. Like, that pre-order in particular for USA Gundam Store has been in existence for a very, very long time. There are other kits on that store as well that have yet to actually release, and it pisses me off to no end. But at least when they do release, they are right there for the taking. I can tell you that with certainty. I am doing something wrong here. I have to be doing something wrong. There we go. As you can tell, there's some undergating here, which means I do have to take my time and snip the pieces so that they can lay nice and flat. Another thing that you can do for at least undergating is just run a sanding stick over it, which actually isn't a bad idea. Let me just, so that I can make sure this is nice and flat when it goes on there. Yep. Nice and flat. Nice and flat. Okay, good. Good stuff. Now, it should go in without a hitch. This is going to look so nice when it's finished. I can't get over that. I can't get over how nice it is. Okay, this is for the other leg. These are other parts for that other leg, so I'll keep them close by and at hand. I'm looking for apparently letter F, which I kept on ignoring and going by, and I shouldn't have. I cannot wait for Sunbreak. Hell yeah, Sunbreak. Where is this big boy going to be placed? He's going to be placed right next to my bed so I can look at him looking at me while I was looking at him and he's looking at me and I looked at him and he looked at me and I asked, where's my fries with that? And yeah. I hope I can afford it before it actually releases. That's a big point too. Like, the good thing about Big Bad Toy Store, they don't ask for money until it actually releases. So you can pre-order a kit there. You could pre-order a toy there. SH Figuarts, SH Monster Arts, Figma, whatever, from Big Bad Toy Store. And they won't charge you a cent until it's released. This guy here being so expensive and rare, though, they ask for a down payment. Completely understandable, considering. However, and this is something to take note of. The down payment is non-refundable. So if you want to wait until this thing releases, I recommend that if you are going to pre-order and put the down payment on it, you better be ready to have that money on hand for when they take the money and they ship it to you. Make sure your shipping address is proper, and then keep going with the flow. And it looks like I still have... Yep, I gotta go get those parts. Hold on. Gotta find them. We're looking for the letter F. Not for respect, I promise. Because I'm not feeling it right now. I don't feel respect going through this. I feel pain. Unimaginable. Unending. Constant pain. Without love, I might even say. Pain. Cannot get enough. Pain. That's not at all what I'm looking for. Come on. I literally passed you like minutes ago. Where did you go? That's the letter I. Wait a minute. Hold on. No. We are not playing this game right now. Whoops. There we go. See, I knew it. Okay, I found F. We're good. We're fine now. I hope we're fine. If we're not fine, I will cry. And when I cry, it's going to be ugly, and nobody's going to want to be here. And quite frankly, I would completely understand. 100%. All right. We're looking for F1, which there are 2 copies of this, actually. Mirroring copies, so we'll hold on to these. And it looks like we're putting on F1, 6, 7, and F1, 6, and 7, which are these vent pieces. But it also mentions the use of stickers. And this is where this kit is very special. If I can find where I put them, because I know I had them on hand earlier. I had them on hand earlier, and now I've lost them somehow. Fucking how? No, I refuse. No. I literally, this is bullshit. No, hold on. Give me, is this it? Did I just put them off to the side and bury them? I did. Thank Christ. Alright, this is where this is special. This kit comes with metal etched stickers. So I have to be very careful when applying them. These are stickers that are meant to add detail, but they have metal on them. Except these. These are, actually, some of these appear to be metal as well. That's going to be wicked when I put it all together. And these are marking decals so that I can mark this baby up and give him all the cautionary stuff that makes him look cool. We'll hold on to that. This time I know where it's at. And this is the one that I need to worry about. This hunk of metal here. Okay, so I need to open you up and hope and pray that you will be okay. Because it appears we need 8 and 9, which is 8 and 9. Okay, that's at least fairly simple. I don't think I can get that possibly confused. I just have to figure out how to get you out of there. You know, I'm an idiot. I fully admit to that. I think this is actually the sticky backing. I'm gonna need the tweezers for this one. Okay. If this is the letter 9, the letter 9 goes in there, it looks like. So, come on. Come on out. Come on out, you bitch. You actual bitch. You big slut. You whore. I am actually getting a little bit upset now. And I shouldn't be. This is nothing to be upset about. Maybe I should use my knife here this time, for fuck's sake. But I don't want to mess anything up, that's the problem. Come on. Oh. Oh. I need to be careful. Oh, yeah. Yep, I gotta be careful. Okay. We're gonna try this with tweezers now because I have seemingly removed... There we are. Okay. Oop, be careful. There we are. This is number 8. Okay. I know where this is gonna go. It goes against here. Again, this is made of metal with an adhesive... Oh, Christ. An adhesive backing, which, if it makes contact with anything, I need to be very careful because, yep, it's sticking to my tweezers. Come on. Come on. Come on, you big bitch. Please. Oh, Christ. Okay, come on. Come on. We're almost there. We're almost there. You just need to stick where I want you to stick. For booting up cold. Oh, no, 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 not there, not there, not there. There we go, there we... I can already tell that I am going to be suffering today. I knew I was going to be suffering today. I just didn't know the full extent of my suffering until this moment. There we are. Alright, that looks good. And I have to repeat the same bullshit process on the other side. Now, I don't have a problem with this. I actually have a very big problem with this because I now have to be super careful so as not to ruin... Boy, okay. I have to be careful so as not to ruin the piece, even though it's only going to be covered up. It's literally only there to add another layer of detail. That's essentially its only purpose, is just to add another layer of detail onto this kit. Like, depending on who you ask, what I'm doing here is probably a waste of time. I shouldn't even bother doing it. I probably shouldn't even look in its general direction. And to those people, I say, if you buy this kit, do what you want with it. I am going to use every single thing, potentially, that comes out of the box for this. If it would have probably looked better with me just painting it chrome, then that's on me for not doing it that way. But in this instance, it's in the box. It came with the box. I intend to use what's in the box. Plus, that actually adds a whole layer of dimension that I wasn't expecting it to actually add. So you know what? I'm very glad that I went with my decision. That actually looks good. Does F1 increase the screen or shrink it? Excellent question. Tweezers, good for plucking hairs and Gundam parts. Facts. Just facts. F7, F6. Okay. Okay, I remember now. This should be fairly self-explanatory because they're oriented to be on the parts of the kneecap where they're supposed to be. So, in theory, I can just hold this leg and put it into place and know that this is where it belongs. And it's so far coming together rather nicely. And again, that extra etching from the metal, it's a subtle detail. Should I have bothered with it? Probably not. Should I have just painted that piece with a chrome Gundam marker and just called it good? Probably. But you know what? Once again, I say, when you have this kit, once you've paid for this kit and you have it in your hands building it, you can build it how you like. I am choosing to follow the instructions and maybe making a slight edit here and there as I move forward. Slight being like if I feel like something should have color or maybe something else should be shaded, that kind of thing. But honestly, this kit, out of the box, the color separation that we're going to be experiencing, that we're going to be building through, I think is going to look very, very nice. I think this is all going to come together sharply. It's going to come together beautifully. And what's going to come out of this is going to be a sight to behold. Because this will be the first time I built a perfect grade. And from what I have been told, different perfect grades all kind of just are their own thing, essentially. Like, each of the perfect grades, because of the times that they were built in, the technology is always changing, with the exception of the Unicorn Perfectibility, a $500 model kit that uses parts from 2010, I believe, but has added parts to make it look that much better. We're already getting calf muscles. Excellent. Okay, looking good. Okay, but Vince said, excellent question. Reminded me of that April Fool's I'll have an omelet vine. Christ. How goes the build? Well, Nicole, we have a leg. I have a toddler's leg and calf in my hand right now. And it is quite a beast. I'm almost done at least with this section of construction, it looks like. So I'm hopeful that everything else will just go fairly smoothly as I move along. So, I say while dropping a piece. There we are. F2 and F1, which are these pieces right here. This will come along fairly smoothly. Actually, while I have everyone here, because it is good to, you know, talk and chill about this, because I know that a good chunk of you, if not the vast majority of you, are currently in the OVAS server. TC and I were in talks recently about the idea of potentially, maybe for the sake of fun, just, you know, having ourselves a good old time watching some Pokemon movies. You know, going down nostalgia lane. Turns out we found a website that just has nothing but the original Pokemon movies. And I thought, you know, we could just have like a watch party marathon where we just go through like, you know, a movie or two every week or something like that, and just go through the entire collection of Pokemon movies. Just for fun. I don't know when we would do it. That's going to be a tough part. Like, we were thinking about Fridays. It is something that we have been in talks about, that we have been discussing between TC and I, because, you know, they're 100% on board with it, of course, because Pokemon. Duh. And the first movie is going to, of course, be Pokemon the first movie. Hadoy. That has their sun all over it. Just tested screen share on Discord, and seems like the audio issues are all good, so movie night is back on. Woo, okay, that's good. And let's see. I returned and see leg. Yes, we have a leg. I hope that we can finish this leg. But I wanted to ask if that is something that you guys might be interested in, potentially. So, you know, like, if we did a watch party, like weekly movie marathon thing where we watched maybe 1 or 2 movies, it depends on the length of the movie, honestly. They shouldn't be all that long, but hey, where we just sat down and watched the Pokemon movies, in order. So we would be watching, obviously, Pokemon the first movie, then Pokemon the movie 2000, so on and so forth. If that becomes an option that we might consider, what do y'all think? You think you guys would be up for it? Would you guys be 100% down with that idea? I just realized it's saying that all the parts for F1 are gone, but it doesn't mention anything about F8, unless I skipped a step somewhere. F1, F1, F1. I don't see F18, so I'm a little concerned about why it's telling me it's finished when I don't even see where F18 was supposed to go, if it goes anywhere at all. Unless I missed it in a previous step, which I don't think I did. It doesn't look like I did. And I don't want to throw this away yet until I know for certain, so I'm going to be very cautious for now and not throw it away. And we're just going to... I think I cut this correctly. I did. Okay, so this actually goes on the ankle here. There we are. And then this goes on the other side of the ankle here. And they connect. We now have some ankle armor. Very nice. Very good. God, I can't get over the articulation here. And we're apparently missing some metal pieces there, so let me grab those. All right. Let's start with this one here. And there. Here. And here. It just fell right off, didn't it? You motherfucker. At least with these pieces, they aren't going to be so small that they become one with the carpet. So I'm at least thankful for that. But Christ above, if I lose any of these pieces during construction, I will actually cry on stream. Not even a joke anymore. Like, I know I joked about it before, but I will cry. Did I just cut the wrong... I did. Okay, you know what? That's fine. These aren't mistakes. We just jumped ahead of the instructions. You see, I made a mistake on cutting these pieces when I shouldn't have, but that's fine, because I need this for the other legs. So you know what? That's fine. What we needed, actually, was V16, which are the smaller pieces right here. See? See? I didn't screw up. All I did was just jump an extra step into the next leg. So no screw-ups here. It's like painting a happy little tree in the background of a painting that we're working on, We don't make mistakes. We just take the opportunity and make it something better. So you see, I didn't have to worry about cutting those pieces. They're already cleaned up. I can just slap them on to the next leg when we get to that part of the step. We're going to be A-OK. There we are. Slide. And come on, slide. There we are. That's looking slick. First Pokemon movie I watched was the third movie with the fake Entei. I would love a Pokemon watch party. Hell yeah. Pokemans. I want to see Entei. My boy. I haven't seen a Pokemon movie before, so I'm very excited. God has arrived. What God? Let me have my moment pixel. Nah, you fluff. TC did a Pokemon animation from the Tomska about the hole. Yes, I did. I saw that one. I'm excited. I found where that piece goes. Okay, hold on. Sorry. I just figured out where that piece was supposed to go. So now I can do this. Ha, bitchin'. Actually, is it possible for me to... I can. Okay. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I can finally... Yeet! Victory. Okay, so according to this, this actually goes over that piece right here. Okay. And it goes like this. There, now it looks like an added detail to the knee. Why couldn't we just add that first? There's probably a reason for it. But I like so far how this is coming together. You actually have two different tones of gray. There's a light gray, a dark gray, and then you have all these metallic pieces, the red and the silver piston at the lower thigh. Is there a swivel? There is a swivel. All right. There's just so much going on here, and I love it. And we're only at the leg. We haven't even finished the leg. But even the manual mentions, check the articulation of the joints. Carefully handle the parts when moving them. So, like we did before, let's have a look-see. Look at that bend at the thigh. I like the way it snaps. It gives me the hope that this is going to be very solid when holding poses. But let's get that double bend at the knee. Look at that. Oh, that piston as it just flows right out. Knee separation. This will look way better once we actually have the white armor set on it. And can we actually replicate what's in the manual there? I want to see. Okay, the foot goes as far as that. Can we? Yes, we can. Yes, Lord. Oh, the way that foot goes. Oh, yes. That is impressive. I will have to clean this segment in the back of the ankle up, but we got some very good articulation there. You can only get away with this as a robot, probably. I don't even want to think about it. But it's got that slipper action. It kind of acts like a slipper. So when I pull it out, it slips out so that they're still retaining its mass. On a high grade, this would have just been a slipper with a hollow point. But no, they found a way to add that in there so that it can retain mass as it bends. This is going to be very nice when put together. There are these gaps where these pieces of plastic don't meet, but I think they intended so that they can just meet once we put the white armor on. But again, just the articulation and the added detail on this is so fucking beautiful. And just all the moving pieces, all the parts that move as you just slide everything together and then connect everything back to starting point one. It's good. I cannot wait to get this kit finished. And we're only on this fucking leg. God. I'm more worried about the space worm. What space worm? And then it's just Giratina. I'm doing pretty good. How about you? Oh, okay, they're talking to each other. Let's see. Please don't say that to her. We are friends, so we can tease each other, so please be respectful. Wait, did I miss something here? Well, shite. You guys are just being weird in the chat today. I'm playing around Max. I at least sent it before I finished it. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Nover. I've just cut... Oh, my goodness. What is going on? You guys are just being chaotic in the chat as usual. You know what? I appreciate that. I like a little bit of chaos in the chat. I normally am against roleplay in the chat, but I think that's mostly because most of the time roleplay can lead to a bit of insanity, especially when we're watching like YouTube videos. So having a little bit of roleplay isn't so bad. Just, you know, be mindful of other people's boundaries is what it boils down to. Be mindful, be respectful, don't be dinguses. I would greatly appreciate if you weren't dinguses. Let's get to work on that second leg. Maybe I can get these legs done before we can slap the armor on. Come on now. There we are. Come on. Come on. Snip. This is coming together nicely. Snip. And of course, just like last time, we are going to make sure the articulation is doing okay. This time I'm going to be smart though, and I'm going to wait until I have the armor pieces on to support. Because if you try to, because I've already felt it, if you try to do any type of articulation before the pieces are attached, you will run the risk of breakage, which on a kit like this, you do not want. This is going to be tough. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. Oh, 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 ah. Okay. Now, got that bent. So now we turn it like so. And then we turn this like so. All right. Hopefully we can speed run through this now that I have all the pieces directly in front of me, in theory. Though I am terrible with theory, as everyone has found out recently. We ain't weird, we're completely normal. Don't be cringe. I am cringe, though. I may be cringe, but I am free. That's what I have to tell myself every day so I don't, like, die of my own cringe. My cringe is borderline radioactive, dare I say even rancid, dare I say even just completely and utterly toxic. But yeah. I'm going to be doing some organizing off stream, so y'all don't have to worry about that. Let's see. Get that done. Okay. Slide you. There we are. Nope. No. 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 Slide in to place. There will be no gaps. There we go. Then we slide you into place as well. And if you give me a hard time like your other brother over there, I swear on God. There we go. Oh, okay, okay, they're coming together now. They're coming together now. They're coming together now. Ah, there we are. Okay. Okay, all's good. All's good here. Now I gotta find that red piston piece and the silver piece as well, so give me 1 second here. Wow. There we are. There's so much detail. Getting this thing panel lined is going to be a bitch. I'm going to have to, like, invest in Tamiya, which if y'all don't know what that is, it's basically a panel line, but it's a paint type. So you get it in, like, a little bottle similar to, like, the cement that I have over there. And what you do is that you basically take the brush, take it to the panel line in question, and from there you can actually just hold it in place and it'll go down the line. You have to like keep it moving though because it will spread and you don't want it to coagulate in one spot. Though I have been told recently that you do not want to put that on any type of ABS plastic, which yeah, I can see why. That shit'll eat it. Ooh, I'm being self-conscious. Okay, I did it right. Good, I think. Yeah, nope, I'm being paranoid. Don't mind me. I did it right. There we are. And there we are. Okay. I learned my lesson. I'm not gonna take any unnecessary steps. We're just going to follow through with the instructions here. There's a reason for the steps that they take, and therefore I should be mindful of that. I wonder if a lot of these kits were also found at the Yokohama Gundam factory. That's another thing I want to do. If I am able to travel there, I'd like to just travel to Japan and visit the Yokohama Gundam factory. There, they have the life-sized moving Gundam. You know, just have a good time there. That'd be great. Kneel before the Gundam. There's another Gundam statue, actually. Now, they have the RX... Oh god, I can't remember its full designation and name. I know that it's based on the new Gundam though. That's NU rather. Um, and they've already started selling like real grade, high grade, and entry grade versions of that particular statue, and they look so good. So, personal mission: one day I will visit just so I can kneel before the statue, perhaps even pray to the mighty Gundam. Oh man, that'd be so sick. God, this silver is so reflective. With all the lights that I have on, it's actually like burning a hole in my sockets. You probably aren't nearly as affected. Hopefully, maybe. If you guys are, do let me know, and I will apologize in advance for all the times I've flashed you with that sea of silver. Um, Let me just nip these. Nip that. There we go. There we are. There we sandwich. I said sandwich. Bitch. There we go. Oh, man. Actually, I've been talking about all this hobby here, and yet I haven't asked about y'all's hobbies. You know, what do you guys do as, like, a collector's thing? Like, is there anything you guys particularly collect? Is there anything that you guys particularly do off to the side? Like, to the artists, I know y'all draw, some of you paint, but I'm legitimately curious. Like, what are some of the things that you guys do as a hobby? Just for fun, that you do as a sort of self-indulgence? Like, is there anything you collect? Is there anything that you particularly play or have fun with? That kind of thing, you know? Come on. Nice and tight. Play games. I see the play games. There's Chris. Digimon cards, Guilmon. You know what? I've been thinking about Digimon cards as well. It has crossed my mind. The only thing is that Gundam is already a money sink, so I am gonna probably just avoid Digimon cards unless it's to build a deck and play with, because I do want to play the game someday. Um, but yeah, I can see that Digimon cards are pretty cool. Let's see. New box just dropped. Oh, hell yeah. Blob. I'm getting back into dancing, and I'm trying to practice singing, too. Hell yeah. For me, I like to collect Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I also love writing fanfics to help me cope. I also love streaming and making artwork, too. That's cool. Looks like everybody's got their hobbies all pretty much down packed. Y'all got it figured out, it sounds like. Makes me jealous. There we go. That comes together like so, I think. There we go. See, it's easier the second time. I think it's just more annoying that I have to do it again. This is like a sort of depression that you get into when you have to repeat steps because you know that you've already done it, but you have to do it because, well, it would be weird to only have a Gundam with one leg and one arm. Oh, man. Snip and snip. There we are. Where does this go again? It goes down here. And down here. Come on. There we are. That's what we're looking for. That is a beautiful sound that we like to hear. Okay. D3 and D2. Alright. I wonder if this is how Jobby the Hong feels. Because he's been working on the the model kits of Mechagodzilla, but he took it that extra step and he got the ones that look like the Evangelion coloration. So you have like two Mechagodzillas, one that looks like Eva Unit 3 and I believe Eva Unit 2. Like, I don't even know if any of you guys have watched Evangelion, but yeah, that's a thing that he's doing right now. Not streaming right now. I think he said he's taking a bit of a break, but I do worry for the guy. Poor dude. Alright. Am I doing this correctly? I would hope I am, but I swear sometimes this thing throws me for a loop. There we go. I knew it. Okay, I just had to keep on messing around with that. There we go. There we go. I was looking for that other snap. It looked like it was just resisting me, but it looks like we got that. Good. Whew, Christ. Not yet. What's the next one? This is F. Not yet. This is... No. No. C? Is this C? This is also F. Where's the other C? Is this the one I'm looking for? C2? No, this is C. I'm looking for C3. I actually should trim this off now, because I don't want to get confused with that going in. So, that's gone. Okay, so, interesting. I think I have to go back to digging again, which is going to suck. Oh, I gotta remember, I don't need these pieces yet. You know what, I'll do this while I'm here, so that way I don't have to go digging for these parts again later, and because it'll definitely serve me well to cut these in advance. So I know I need these, I don't need these. These I will need later-ish, it looks like, maybe, possibly. We'll put it off to the side for now. We've already cut... No, we haven't. Let me cut these pieces. So that way I don't have to come back over here until much later, because it looks like the other pieces here belong to the arm segments and what appears to be a couple that go into the weapons. So we're just going to hold that off to the side as well. Okay, so I need this. I need this. Technically, I don't need this. And I definitely don't need this quite yet. Okay, so I know that I need, I believe, this one. These go to... No, these actually go to arms. So I don't need this. Interesting. So I need to find myself C3. Again, give me 1 sec, everybody. Ah, that was a lot faster than I expected this time around. There we are. Alright. We're looking for C3, and I don't think I need the other pieces quite yet. I'll look at the symbology really quick. C1 doesn't appear to be labeled. C3, though, does appear to be labeled for legs, it looks like. It does look like legs, so I'm on the right track here, so we'll just nip that one out, nip that one out, and nip that one out. There we are. We'll put you off to the side, because I have a feeling you will serve our purposes later, but for now, we are in need of this. C3, 13, and 18. Okie dokes. Okay, I'm getting the hang of this now. We're actually going to be speeding, I think, through this particular phase a little bit better than the previous one. We are running a little bit on time, so I'm going to do my best to finish, and then we're going to raid Schnun's stream. If she's streaming. She should be streaming. Because it is 7, it looks like? Yeah, it is 7. Got a couple of Discord messages. What the hell? Let me take a quick minute break here, and... yeah, those were delivered. Special marine warning. Oh, great. Thunderstorms. Much appreciated about that. Oh, Max. Okay, I see what Max and Pixel sent me. Dudes, it's fine. It's fine. I trust you guys to handle yourselves in good conscience and conduct. I don't feel like I have to worry about, like, babysitting y'all. Y'all are fine, all right? Y'all know how to conduct yourselves. Y'all are reasonably aged young adults. I know it for certain. I like to believe it. I have no idea, honestly. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Point is, y'all are fine. I'm not worried about what you guys do in my chat because at the end of the day, you know what? Any engagement is good engagement. So if y'all want to, like, talk about random stuff in the chat, you're welcome to. I got no qualms with that. No qualms whatsoever. Just be mindful of each other's boundaries. You know, I know I shouldn't have to say it, but if a man who pretends to be a dinosaur, a mecha, and a tiefling, and various other fantasy characters has to tell you how to conduct yourself, you need more help than I can provide, personally. So, putting that in the ether for now, just, you know, be kind to each other. And if you're not going to be kind to each other, at least make sure it's funny and a joke. And if no one else is laughing but you may need to reevaluate. That's all. That's all. But that's for the folks in the chat. But I trust that everybody in the chat can be half decent. You know, I don't have like ill fate towards anything that happens. Woo. I am 26. Now you're just making me feel old, Max. Now you're just making me feel real old. Let's see. Slide that there. Alright, looking solid. Slide this one here. Okay. Looking good. Sticker time, once again. I don't have to worry about the sticker quite yet, but I'm doing it now to get it out of the way. Actually, no. You know what? No. Be smart. Be intelligent, Vincent. Be intelligent, Vincent. Follow the instructions. The instructions are good. Just follow. It's not even that difficult. If you follow the instructions, life is great. Life is brilliant. Life could be a dream. Okay. Plus, I have to pay very close attention to each individual step. I don't want to miss a step during construction and then have to scramble back and undo a mess of parts because even though this isn't actually that many parts by comparison, it's just that they're big. Some of the parts are small, and I don't want anything terrible to happen to my pieces here. Okay. Snap in. You big bitch. There we go. I think I got it in. I hope I got it in. I don't think I got it in. Something tells me I didn't get it in. There we go. Ah, Christ. Okay, note to self. If any of you guys plan on building this, you got to make sure that they really snap into place. Obviously, don't break it, but be mindful that some pieces do require a little bit of force when sliding them into place. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Oh man, come on now. I haven't received a notification for Shannon yet. That's a little weird. Oh, is everyone telling their ages? So everyone's still telling their ages. That's good. That's nice. Obviously, if you're like young, You know, don't do anything stupid. And if y'all are old and interacting with people that are young, please don't do anything stupid. I know I shouldn't have to say it, but you'd be surprised how often people tend to forget. And those are the same people that I usually have no sympathy for when something terrible happens to them. That actually made me sound very aggressive, but it is what it is. It be what it be. There we are. But yeah, just be good. Be kind. I like kindness, and we only bully the bullies because they deserve it. I say while thinking back to good old flashbacks, I should really just let that go. I shouldn't, let that fester in my head for all that long, and especially since of how long it's been since the incident, so it's like I should let it go, but I always end up laughing, which is probably my biggest issue. I tend to laugh at people that are obviously people I should take seriously. Like, oh, they're a major threat, but I can't help but laugh at them. And I don't know why. I don't know what part of my self-preservation just completely shuts off. But when it does, I want to cry. It's just, I'm horrible. I am absolutely horrible when it comes to self-preservation. Let's see. It slips like that, and it then slides here, question mark? I remember this, kind of. Yeah, it slides. Alright, good. Okay. Alright, I did that correctly. Good. Good, very good. Which means I then do this. No, I do this. There we go. There we are. Let's see. I'm not shy telling my age. I need to think before speaking. I feel like shit after. Hey, it's fine. It's fine. We're all good here. Everyone's fine. I don't think about half the things that come out of my mouth when I say it. I just say it. In fairness, that's probably the worst way to live your life, is by doing that, but it's how I operate. I don't know why I operate like that, but it's served me well so far. I've maintained a positive rating with my guests at the resort that I work at. I maintain a positive rapport with most folks that I talk to, and it's purely because I maintain a fairly positive attitude, even when I actually don't feel it. That actually sounds awful now that I think about it. The idea that I'm essentially faking everything, and no one will ever know if I'm telling the truth, if I'm being honest, or if I'm being an outright liar. The idea is now quite terrifying. I don't know how you guys survive not wondering, like, is he lying? Is he not lying? Is he alright? Is he good? Is he fine? Probably not. Help? 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 That kind of thing. But again, it goes back to the whole, we're all mature adults. We know how to conduct and handle ourselves, I think. I'd like to believe. We do a little bit of trolling, as they say. There we go. There we might go. I hope we go. Can we go? Can we go? Wendigo. There we are. Ah, tomorrow we get back into D&D. I cannot wait. There we go. Getting to play some good old D&D with the squad have ourselves a magnificent time just role-playing at a ball, getting some tension down, plotting the imminent demise of somebody who very clearly deserves it. It's completely optional, by the way. It probably doesn't have to happen, but we shall see. All right. Bend at the knee. There we go. Bend at the knee. There we are. I gotta remember, this piece goes there, so I don't forget it. We're almost done with these legs, at least for the first couple of phases. I think we're actually on phase 2 of this build, technically, because it skips phase 1 altogether. Like, that's kind of the thing that kind of annoys me about this kit, is that the different phases imply that probably someone out there spent close to, if not over, $1,000 just so they could show off the different phases of this kit, and as a result have a multitude of this kit so they can show off the bare bones, the slightly framed, the metal framed, and then the completed kit thereafter, and maybe another version of it just so they can show off all the opening vents while keeping the other figure with the closed vents. I could not imagine doing it like that. The closest I have ever come to that is maybe with transforming model kits. I would want to get more than one purely for the sake of like having one that's transformed and one that's not, just to show it off in the collection. But the model kits are significantly cheaper than if I were to buy a full-fledged figure. I'm looking at you, Hasbro. I will not forgive you for the bullshit you charge. And their Masterpiece line, which can get quite expensive for those of you who collect Transformers figures. I pray for your immortal soul, but I don't think there's any saving your wallet after you spent $500 on a Masterpiece goddamn fucking Optimus Prime, who, as I've heard, actually has 3 versions. 4 if you count the recolor for Nemesis, which I have no intention of even looking in the direction of, although I will say Nemesis Prime does look fairly decent, but god damn it. I pray for the mortal souls of those who bought the MP44 Masterpiece Optimus Prime, because god damn, you don't have kidneys anymore. So if you guys don't know anything about that, and I will gladly explain, because good old Jobby the Hong did talk about that in a video that he did a couple years back. I watched it, and it was actually the first video I watched of his where I got to learn a little bit about the hobby that is collecting for Masterpiece Transformers. And I will say right here and now, god damn, I thought model kits were expensive. Like, depending on their rarity, depending on the franchise, depending on, like, what type of kit that they are. But no. Apparently Transformers, of all things, fucking toys, are very expensive. Now, granted, I have no right to say much, as a model kit, when it's completed, is essentially an action figure that should only be posed, but not necessarily played with. Necessarily, I say, while prepping for stop motion and stuff like that here at the studio, but you know, I'm a hypocrite. But the Masterpiece line is supposed to be really high quality transforming figures, and they're meant to be big. So trying to display a collection, you are going to need a considerable amount of shelf space, but you are also going to need one beast of money. God damn. $500 for MP44 Optimus Prime. I know I've said that a couple times, but god damn, I just want that number to sink in. $500. $500. And $500, and based on the review that Jobby has given, you are paying for a very expensive figure that has admittedly borderline cancerous engineering when it comes to its transformation from vehicle mode to the robot mode, but you also are paying for finickiness. Like, there's just a level of finickiness that exists on the figure. You have loose leg joints when it's in robot mode. The arms are okay. It comes with an ab crunch, waist swivel, everything else. It comes with a hunchback. There's a purpose for the hunchback, but that back profile is honestly awful because it's just so goddamn big. And then it comes with a slew of accessories. It comes with a trailer, which, hey, the original Transformers Optimus Prime came with a trailer, so you know what? If it's for accuracy, I appreciate it. But it also came with a bunch of other bullshit that inflated that price to hell and back. So it came with the trailer, some minifigures with magnetized feet, anti-aircraft gun, a little roller fellow, and as well as some accessories for the hands and for changing the face and this and that. And the more I look at it, it doesn't even justify the price all that much. I can understand why people will pay for it, but I will not. But I'm also someone who's going into it knowing that I'm not going to collect masterpiece-style Transformers, like, at all. If anything, I would want Transformers that I can pose with my Gundam, so to scale size, or at least fairly close to it, and go from there. Not a fan of giant transforming figures that are ultimately just going to be paint chipped. That's the other thing. The figure itself, while gorgeous looking, had a big problem with paint chipping. For some reason, the parts of the figure that got like a lot of rubbing and transforming and this and that had very weak paint, which made it susceptible to paint chipping as you transformed it. Which, when you're paying $500 for a figure, you are not going to want to see any kind of chipping. You're just not going to. And after I saw that, it's like, Jesus, no, I don't want that. If I'm going to pay for a figure, if I'm going to buy something expensive, I want that thing to withstand the test of time. And the test of time is merciless. Very merciless. So merciless that I cry most of the time every time I have to deal with the passage of time. God damn, I'm old. But yeah, it's just that idea. Granted, I know that with model kits you run into the same issue. Maybe not necessarily paint chipping, since most of this is colored. Actually, all of it is colored, with the exception of the metal pieces. I think that's actually painted onto the runner. But when it comes to like model kits, these are unpainted plastic pieces that will be able to withstand the passage of time to the point where you don't have to worry about much. However, some model kits, as I've alluded to during the construction of the Age 1 normal as well as a couple of high grades that I had put together, time is a factor for pose ability. Because some kits use polycaps, some kits are able to work with the polycaps. Their parts are hollow, their parts are fairly simple, small, and they're not going to be overly bearing on the kit itself. However, some use polycaps and have a lot of baggage. A good example of a kit that had that same baggage, and unfortunately is no longer with me, is the Wing Gundam Fenice, which was a Italian-colored winged Gundam. It looked really good, the design was really nice, but the technology that went into it was very, very old, and was not pleasant to pose. Not at all. It was actually quite awful. Like, it held for a good while, but then over time, because I had that kit for a year before I moved here, it just got very loose, and then on top of that, to make all the matters in the world worse, it gave up the ghost and just disintegrated on the way here. When I say disintegrate, I don't mean like it like fell to particles. I mean it became awful to like move. It became awful to mess with. It did not survive the move from my first home to here. and as a result, Fenice is no longer with us. It was an old kit that received a redesign, but despite the redesign, they did not make any sensible changes to the engineering to modernize it. You can change a kit aesthetically, but if the engineering was bad from the beginning and it's bad when you update it, then it's honestly not worth it. But I could have made it worth it. If I knew now what I or if I yeah, if I knew now if I knew then rather, if I knew then what I know now, then I think I could have saved Fenice. I could have saved Crossbone. I could have saved so many kits from the terrible fate of the move. But now I know better. I know a lot better now than I did before, and as a result, I think that when I build a model kit, it is going to last a good long time. There we go. The legs are more or less finished. I will once again, for the sake of size comparison, for the sake of helping you guys understand, because we are not done yet, we haven't even slapped the armor on these guys. This is a high grade. This are just the legs of the master grade. This is supposed to be accurate to the television animation model as best as humanly possible, and is arguably the best high grade for its time, purely because of how solid it is, how much accessories it comes with. It is a beautiful little high grade, and I would recommend anybody pick their hands on it. It is the high grade RX-78-2 Revive, specifically the Revive. The Revive is like $12, $13, and it comes with so much. And now we're going straight into this 1/160th scale behemoth with so many fucking parts. So many fucking parts. Let's see. What have we seen in the chat here? Oh, I just realized. Mick. How you doing, Mick? Or is it Mike? I don't know anymore. I'm honestly confused. I'm getting to that age where confusion just hurts me on a daily basis. Let's see. I don't see Shnun being active on streams. What the hell? Is she just delaying her streams? Oh, I think I know what it is. She's waiting for me to end. I keep forgetting us streaming at the same time is no bueno with our internet right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to end the stream now. I'm going to put these little guys away and start like organizing the different pieces that I have. And then I'm going to just, get ready for the next time we stream, which the next time I'll be streaming on my end. I want to say Tuesday. No? Monday. I'm sorry, Monday. Because tomorrow we got D&D. Monday I'm free, so you know what? I might as well do a little bit of this on Monday. Tuesday we should be doing Until Dawn, so keep that in mind. Wednesday I work the night shift, and Thursday I work the night shift, so that is going to be what it is going to be. So until then, guys, take it easy, and hopefully Shannon starts streaming, so we will see you guys again real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.